Evet, merhaba sevgili YouTube severler. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Anglia'yı da ele geçirdik. Şimdi gidelim, raporumuzu verelim. Köyümüze dönelim. Haydi köyümüze geri dönelim. Sonra bir sonraki ülkeye almaya. Aleykümselam. Mola'da geldim. Hoş geldin kardeşim. Ben de bir şeyler aldım geldim. Çiş molası, çay ve ihtiyaç molası. Evet. Yalnız oyun gerçekten uzunmuş yani ha. Yani oynuyorsun. Bitmiyor abi oyun. Vallahi bitmiyor oyun. Şuradaki görev var da o göreve yapmayacağım o görevi. Çünkü ana göreve devam ediyorum komple. Ana görev odaklı oynuyorum. Daha sonra yan görevlere şey yapacağım.
Mouse, how are you, my boy?
Mouse benim köpek o, gördün mü?
Wild.
Kanka geldim. Valla ne zaman
Eivor,
gireriz? Gireriz ya. Bugün video
I
çekeceğim.
heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Perşembe günleri bizim Valo gecemiz. Persuo. O günü kaçırma. Beraber gireceğiz o gün.
Disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Ne judgment istiyor ya?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Bu da ayar oluyor bize. Bu da ayar oluyor
Please
bize
start
aslında.
again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Rowan, I will hear you from you.
Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
Evet.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgifu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Evet.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovy's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer, to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
Atın
It was
kuyruğunu
early.
kesmiş
I
şey
did not
yapmak
wish to
için.
wake you.
Brush yapmak için.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough.
Yani.
You will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Evet.
Do not
Ceza
conflate
vermemiz
hair
lazım.
with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Rowan haklı.
Holger, Browan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed. Does the reality
Olmaz.
of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do,
Hadi yürüyün.
may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Hadi gidin.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not.
Evet. Canım benim, ben geldim. Orayı da aldık.
Oh, hello, Eivor.
Neresi
Good
kaldı
day.
dayı? Daha
That
3
Holger,
tane yer mi var
he's
ya?
quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Aynen. Kral yapıcı diye konuşacaklar senin hakkında diyor. Doğru söylüyor birader,
Some
her
interesting
yeri.
news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as alderman there.
Good for Gilbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
Tamam dayı da biz bir görev seçelim. Siktir et, boş ver. Sonra konuşuruz. Ne bu? Ha. Başka bir görev mi?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I
Söyle,
think I
söyle.
have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, in this settlement, in this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time.
Biz
Now,
buna, bu bizim
what was it you
manita.
needed?
Benim bir şeye ihtiyacım yok. Let's go to the Grand Bridge. Gidelim ya, biraz mantıcılık yapalım.
Take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Hadi
Of course.
gidelim. Hadi gidelim.
You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Hadi bakalım.
Follow
ya.
me.
Gel. Gel seni biraz gezdireyim yavrum.
We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the
Gel
longhouse.
yavrum gel.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grantebridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the...
Bir dakika dur, buradan direkt uçma var mı? Kanka 50 tane görev var burada ya. Return the order medallions to item. Bilmem ne. Dur. Gel biz baş başa
Not a
seninle
long
binelim.
ship.
Right.
Ne dedi?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
Ne diyorsun ya? Bot olmaz mı dedin dayı? Hayır, bot olur dedin. Ha, bu olmaz dedi. Atla gidelim yavrum. Gel yavrum. Gel yavrum, uçarak gidelim seninle. Şu karının gönlünü bir hoş tutalım ya. Adam, kadın yorulmuş, sıkılmış. Hadi bakayım.
Right.
Ne oldu? Karı gelmedi mi bizle? Karı gelmedi bizle. Karı gelmedi oğlum bizde. Karıyı bıraktık orada. Atla falan gidelim dedi. Bir şeyle gidelim dedi de dayı, biz saatlerce yolculuk mu yapacağız seninle şimdi? Neyse yapalım hadi madem ya. Yapalım madem öyle istiyorsun. Bir daha deneyelim. Hadi ay var. Dön de manitanın biraz gönlünü yap. Hadi bakayım. Neredesin? Yavrum.
Right.
Bebeğim. Bebeğim yerine dönmüş ya. Dur. Hatun'u bir alalım ya. Dur. Hatunum gel. Atla
It
gidelim.
really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air.
Gel
It is
atla.
good to be out here.
Atla. Oh be. Yürü. Hadi gidelim.
Ya!
Kanka nereden gideceğiz? Şuradan yoldan gidelim. Şuradan atlarsın sen ya.
Ya!
Ulan at, bizi rezil ettin ya.
Ya!
Hadi koş. At, bizi rezil ettin. At.
Ya!
Haydi. Yoldan bari gitseydi yoldan ya. Yol nerede abi? Hah.
Ya!
Atım benim yüzer şimdi. Tabii ki. Yavrum benim be. Ata bak be. 2 kişi var gene yüzüyor. Gerçekten böyle bir at hiçbir yerde bulamazsınız. Hadi gel köyümüze geri dönelim.
Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grantebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
Vay be, yavruyu gezdiriyoruz. Kanka buraları hep ben aldım ha. Sen söyledin ben aldım.
And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Ah, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything
sevdi.
seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Gel.
Well, is that Eivor? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
Geldik
I know
de,
you, I
manitayı
think.
da getirdik.
One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randy. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Someone rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with oxen and wood there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby.
Gel bir dövüşmeye gidelim seninle o zaman.
They attack
Hadi.
all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid.
Oo. Hadi gel.
The bandits are camped on the river, he said, east of the water's edge.
Gel
You
yavrum beraber
volunteered us for a
dövüşelim.
fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day and already you are lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always
Nereden
wanted to
çıkacağız
experience
oğlum?
the world as you do, and now I will.
Oğlum, buranın
Unless
çıkışı
you
nerede
have a
ya?
more
Hah, burada.
interesting day planned for us.
We will help Magni and clear these bandits.
Hadi
But
bakalım
do not be
gidelim
rash when we
manitacılık
fight
yapalım.
them.
Birbirimizi
The Raven
dövüşelim.
clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
Hadi
All
dövüşelim.
right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the horizon.
By all means.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
Hadi bakalım. Oğlum sen benim manitaya mı saldırıyorsun lan? Oy oy oy oy. Tamam biraz yardım et be. Kır boynunu. Kır boynunu. Aferin manitaya artistik yap ha. Büyük olanı sen döveceksin. Manitayı yorma. Var mı daha? Bir tane daha var.
There, that's done. Now to deliver Magni.
Ne oldu?
I feel great.
Now to deliver Magni his horse.
Hadi gidelim. Hadi yürü manitacım. Seninle de bir raid yapmış olduk yani. Hadi senin at yavaş mı? Gel benim atı sen sür ya. Ayıp ediyorsun.
That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
Getirdik atı.
At least I have a note.
Hi, c'est nous vivre.
Oğlum çekilin çekilin. Kralınız geldi. Dur sevgilim bir saniye.
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside, waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randvi, wherever she is.
She is here somewhere.
Eivor, over here.
Bak
Look
bak.
at this.
Geldim yavrum geldim.
Someone is...
İçmece mi oynayacağız?
What are you playing at?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
All right, let us drink.
Hadi
Beautiful.
içelim. Hadi. Hep içme yarışmaları. Hadi bakalım. Kaldır. Manitaya bilerek yenilsek mi ya? Kusmana.
Very well, but Randvi's done you
hadi.
better.
Lan!
Eivor is a beast. You have my fealty, Randvi.
Kafamız döndü bizim birader. Uf içti ya onu.
Randvi, focus.
Kustuk ya.
Guess you're good for something after all.
Neyse Manitaya yenilmiş olalım.
Any
ya.
more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the Mead Queen, slayer of wolves and barrels. I told you I would drink you under the table.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Randvi.
It's a
Nereye
sunken
gidiyoruz?
tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look and then you are free of me. It's near the
Manitayı
highest point of the hill,
gezdiriyoruz ya.
just south of the
Manita
settlement.
sıkılmış dayı.
Easy to spot, I'm
Şimdi
sure.
All
Manita
right,
sıkılmış.
one
Dedim
last
ki
stop
gel bir
then.
hava alalım.
I know it
Sana bir
might not
gezdireyim
show, Eivor,
aldığımız
but
yerleri
I am
falan.
terribly
Aldığımız
excited.
yerleri bir gezdiriyorum.
Oh, it shows.
Bir içki içirdim şimdi. Bakalım.
Well, I do hope to see you
Bring
again.
round the sunken tower.
Randvi,
Gel
return
Randi.
anytime.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
Gel manitam.
Thank you.
Manitamı gezdiriyorum ya.
Safe travels.
Gel manitacım. Haydi bakalım.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described his tower for me.
Bu manitayı
A desolate
yapmamız
yet
lazım ama
peaceful
yani.
place.
Bu manita
I'm
bizim
eager to see
manita.
it.
After a full day of action, finally you
Hadi
wish to
koş.
calm down.
Koş.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time
Gittik
for a little
beraber
rest.
raid attık. Aa bu Randvi'nin manita değil mi? Kanka
I
ihanet
was
ettik
wondering
bile şu an
something. You and
Sigurt'a.
Soma. Was there something more
Bu
to your bond?
Sigurt'un manitası değil
You
mi?
spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew
Şu an
very
ihanet
close,
ettik bile
very
ya.
quickly.
Gerçekten.
Is that what you mean?
Rantli'nin manitayı gezdirdik. Sigurt'un karıyı.
No, I mean,
Kanka.
did something happen between you
Kanka.
two?
Ama
What sort of
bir
question is
söyleyeyim
that?
mi?
An innocent one.
Karıya
Innocent as a
şey yaparız
newborn
ya.
babe.
Bu bize layık.
Nothing
ya.
happened between us.
Öpüyorsun
That is my
yatıyorsun.
answer.
Abba. Dur
I
gidiyoruz
find
o
that
zaman. Dur gidiyoruz.
disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to
Ben
victory
unutmuşum
and
birader
prosperity.
Sigurt'un manita
A
olduğunu.
rather
bu.
appealing match.
I'm going to pretend
Buna
your last
vurabiliyorsun
words were
arada.
taken by the wind.
Çok
Randy.
iyiymiş.
If you must.
Kanka yayında öyle şeyler ayıp ya.
Look there. That must be the tower. Take the bridge.
Tamam kankacım. Ne yapacağız? Şuradan mı yüzeceğiz? Dur. Yanlış yaptık. Çık lan. Oğlum ne yapıyorsunuz? Suda olmaz o işler. Atın üstündeyiz daha. Oy geldi. Burada. Evet
Just
dayı.
as beautiful as Sunniva's stories
Orada
tell.
şahit var. Dur şu
Can you
şahidi
imagine
dövelim
how it
mi?
looked when it was
Bu
first
kim?
built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when
Oğlum
looking
sen
at the
kimsin
map,
burada
I
bakıyorsun?
imagine-
Yürü lan. Yürü. Yürü. Ayağını sıkarım bak. Git ana. Kanka şahit bırakmadın.
What would become of their monuments?
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Atlayalım çıplak. Çıplak atlamıyoruz. Tamam yüzüyoruz mu? Kanka dur ayarlıyorum ben manitayı. Bir dakika. Manita.
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers.
Oh, bir
These
dakika.
stones are old and weathered.
Manitam nereye gittin? Nereye gidiyor oğlum bu? Abo tırmanıyor da ha. İyi de tırmanıyor. Lan beni bekle. Hop.
You climb well for one who folds maps.
Kanka
You
fantezilere bak.
jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work.
Mesaj niye silindi oğlum? Nightbot niye sildi? Bak, ayıp şeyler yazma.
Well, well. Look
Geldim.
at this.
Evet. Merhaba.
A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but
Şu an ayıp
now
şeyler
I've
yapmak
watched you
üzereyiz.
scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in
woman.
service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would
Oo,
have
bu
made a fine
sıkılmış, bu
wandering
bu
warrior.
istemiyor
A
zaten.
Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as she pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together over the open
Olur
seas.
olur
raiding
denize de
or
açılırız.
traveling.
Raiding, traveling.
Or faced each
hepsini
other on the
yaparız.
field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true.
Evet. Diyor
Thank you for
ki
today.
eğer ayrılırsan
Every
diyor
bit
biz
of
diyor
it has been a
savaşmak zorunda
dream
kalırız bebeğim diyor.
And I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
Oo. Oo.
What was that?
Oo.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there's no need to apologize.
Oo.
I am sober enough. But the truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now. I care for you, Eivor.
Sana önem veriyorum falan diyor. Oh, I feel the same way.
That is comforting to hear. I have long felt the same way, but I banished the thought that this would ever happen.
Many times I wished to tell you. Wished to say what was in my heart and what I desired. But duty kept me from it.
Say all you like.
Today has meant so much. We rode, we fought, we drank, we laughed.
We laughed, we
showed
showed
me
me
your
our
world.
wealth.
Not in
the
words,
but deeds.
deeds.
Deeds are more direct than words.
Shaker bebeğim, shaker. Hoppa, manitayı yaptık. Oo yavaş oğlum, yavaş lan oğlum, Twitch'teyiz lan. Kankalar, ah be. Sigurta yazık oldu da yapacak bir şey yok dayı, yani ne yapalım şimdi? Manita bizi seviyor.
Andrew?
Çıplaklık açık değil mi? Değil dayı. Açmadım, söylüyor mu orada?
Must have returned to the settlement.
Hoppa, taken for granted görevini burada tamamlıyoruz arkadaşlar. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Manitayı yaptık.